Hello and welcome to Proverb Minutes. Hope today that we are able to digest more of the Lord's Word for our edification. And today's a tough lesson because each of us is a sinner. And those that deny it deny Him and make Him a liar. And so we need to address whether or not we acknowledge that we sin and then pursue those paths that are best able to retrieve us from the infection of sin and the chaos that it delivers. So let's start here with John, 1 John 1:10. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. So what we have is his word is either in us or it isn't. And many choose not to review the Bible. I've had people say, "You've read the Bible?" There's people that I would say majority have not even cracked the book. It's in every hospital or waiting room and hotels. There's no shortage of the word that has been made available to each of us. But what happens is, regardless of whether, one has read the word or not, I think God has written eternity on our hearts. And if we practice these things, it doesn't bring salvation, but it is the way of righteousness. And one can be righteous without believing in God. That next step needs to be taken. We need to acknowledge his word and receive it with meekness because it's able to save our souls. And if we don't do this, we then, in a sense, abandon God and don't return to his call to come back to me and I will come back to you. So it really comes down to, do we practice, what the Lord has called for? And the only way to know that is to study his word. Because people that deny his word and say they have not sinned, and we've all run into these people, they're very arrogant. They speak poorly of others, and their foundation or fundamental thoughts are based in anger and frustration and selfishness. And it is a shame that love is lost to the arrogant. You can probably say that. So sin is something that is a heavy burden to bear, and there is no flight into heaven if we carry or try to carry it alone. We need the wings of God to forgive us from our sins. Well, thank you for coming to Proverb Minutes. I hope this has given you a little bit of insight, and if we can then come to ourselves and confess that we need his grace to forgive us of our previous sins and perhaps even future ongoings as we try to stand in the stumbling foolishness of living. Let us come back to God. Thank you for coming. Go help someone, and it'll be a less sinful world when love flourishes at a higher degree. Bye-bye.